So, Michelle, you were talking about a particular situation and somebody that you know personally.
Yeah. Well, I've already moved through some of the feelings, so it doesn't feel as on fire. But we have become friends with this guy, and he's just a sweet little baby. He's like 20 years old, and he's so handsome. I've never told him that, so if he ever hears this, he's so pretty, and he's so handsome, and he's so kind, and you can just tell right when you meet him that he's just like a real person who's just in the room. Anyway, he's undocumented and he is here. And I think he's never said this explicitly, but I think he's partly here because Kingston is a sanctuary city. And so anyway, he's very, very scared. And he said that one of the people he doesn't know this guy, but he said one of the somebody on the street the other day, walking down the main street of Broadway in this town, was just picked up by a white van and just taken away. And there's a lot of undocumented people in our town. And I'm I am somehow now his like business manager and have like 55 jobs for him all over in my entire social network. And I called him the other day and he was like, I'm driving to New York City to bring my girlfriend to her judge appointment so that she can maybe get asylum. And the judge said, no, and you should leave soon. Um, and they're just kind of doing that left and right. Anyway, he's like part of my community now. And like, what do I have an impulse to be like, I should do something. There is something I can do. You know, I mean, I know I'm making this dramatic, but like hide him in my attic, like what do I do
Mhm.
so that his stepdaughter can go to school here and like just I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the sad again.
So, what I just would ask you to do is to let yourself feel what you're feeling, to start
Yeah.
there. So, where is the sadness?
It's behind my eyes, behind my nose kind of.
And what's,
And
go ahead.
here, like a dragging down.
And what's the loss for you?
Well, part of the loss is that part of the loss is just that I don't want him to leave for my own self. And then part of the loss is that I don't you I don't want him to lose his big dream that he's been working on to get his whole family here and he has a little sweet like kind of the cutest baby I ever saw except for my own like little 3-year old and she's just so cute and so sassy and the idea that she could just have this big future here is so sad and nobody is gonna like come here and be so scared and so get here in crazy ass ways unless it's really fucking bad where he is.
So, how about letting yourself feel all of that? The loss of him. I hear kind of the loss of possibilities for him, looking at this little 3-year-old and
Oh,
the how your heart is breaking for her is what I hear in that. Breathing with that and letting that be true.
I have something else arguable to say, which is
Okay.
just like, well, whatever. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's so below the line. I think I just moved into a little bit of mad.
Okay. So then what are your sensations?
Like, just more. It's still sad. It's still kind of back here, but it's
Mhm.
like pressure now. There's like a, yeah, and like a this kind of face.
So what are you getting that you don't want or not getting that you want?
Yeah, that feels pretty clear. Like, I'm getting stories about people that aren't true.
Mhm. Mhm. Don't want that.
And I don't want that. And I'm like learning a lot about people with autism and autism in general and just the idea of approaching somebody with the assumption of competence.
Mhm.
And there's a dehumanization that happens.
Mhm.
It's like, what if we
Don't.
just assumed competence and assumed like he's in a shitty situation and people don't like being in shitty situations. unless it's kind of the best they got going on, you know?
So letting yourself feel mad. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want that. I don't like that.
Ugh.
There's more in there. Really feel really mad. I don't want this.
Oh, I have something else arguable to say.
Okay.
And like, he's stealing whose job? Whose job is he stealing? Please let me know. Because the amount of time I've tried to find people to do the jobs that he's been doing, I've put so much fucking effort into it. And then I ask him and I ask his wife to do stuff, and they're like, yes. And I'm like, oh my God, so easy.
Mad. So noticing your anger. Again, what are you getting that you don't want? Or not getting that you
I
want?
get it. Don't talk shit about people.
Don't like it. Don't want that.
Don't like that. Woo, I'm like dizzy.
Great. Letting that energy move. And to notice that as you let yourself feel the anger, there's no blame in that. You just don't want that. You do not want that. Which opens up this new, like this corridor. Because what I really want is what?
Because what I really want is I don't know. The only thing I can think of, the first thing that's coming to my head right now is for everybody to have whatever job they think is cool for them that pays like the amount that like keeps them fine.
Okay, so let's go there. And we all did, and it worked. Because then what would you get? Because what are you trying to solve for by wanting
I
that?
guess I'm trying to solve for people being like, those immigrants are stealing our jobs. And I'm like, you don't want to work at a meat packing plant though. And this guy does. I don't know if anybody does. Uh-oh, I'm back below the line.
So let me help you with that. Um, what are you not getting that you want?
I'm not getting what I want. What am I not getting? I want this and I'm not getting it. I want people to like see how like special Carlos is.
What I really want is for people to know how special he is.
Because if they did, then everybody would just be nice.
Oh, and so you really want people to be nice.
And even if that means that like the rules are he can't be here, then like just fucking be nice about it and like what I
And
really
let's
want is for not to feel scared all the time.
ah, and let's keep going with that, because if he wasn't scared all the time, what would you get?
If he wasn't scared all the time. Well, I don't know. I feel like I'm now in his head. I don't know.
Right?
If
So,
he
but for
wasn't,
you, because you're saying that's what
right.
I want him to not be scared, because then what would happen if he wasn't scared for
If
you?
he wasn't scared all the time, then I would get. This is tricky. I don't know.
Yeah.
If he wasn't scared all the time, then I could just get to watch him flourish and see what happens and see if he opens up his own construction business or see when his kid learns English and
It's really enjoy watching that somebody you love thrive and
yeah.
be who they really are. And uh-huh. Now, what, just letting those emotions come up, letting yourself have all of that. And what's coming up for you right now?
Oh, I'm just thinking about that little baby. She really needs to go to the dentist, and
Yeah.
I'm scared that she won't get to go to the dentist if she goes back.
Hmm. So noticing your fear and what's the perceived threat or danger with that?
Her teeth will be all fucked up, and she's just
Mhm,
little.
mhm. So breathing with that, letting that come through. Breathing. And then ask your body, wow, what's so scary about her teeth being fucked up? What's for my body? What is my body radaring in as a threat or danger?
That there are threats to her. I think this is my story. I don't know if it's arguable. I don't know. There must be really, it must be really scary.
Okay.
And then if she goes back, her jacked up teeth will be like the least of their problems.
Uh-huh. So this part is to let yourself feel scared about that. Your body is smart. It's picking up on something. That's true. That's real. So you get to feel as scared as you feel about that. And what I hear in that too is like some place of just basic, I have no control over this scary thing, and I want to, and I have no idea. Like to tune into that part of this too. Like, ooh,
Right. And here's the part where I'm like, aren't I supposed to do something? Like, I gotta do something.
well, you are doing something.
I don't. Oh, that is just a
Okay.
hard pill to swallow.
Well, just hang on with me. I don't need to convince you of it, but just know how difficult it is to do what you're doing right now, is to feel as scared as you feel. Like, who wants to be doing this?
Oh
But
my
you're doing
God, not
this,
me.
right? You are processing fear. And that, I'm guessing, is anyway part of the issue. So you letting yourself feel as scared as you feel, if it's being out of control of all of this, including her teeth and what's going to happen, and we don't know. So letting
Ah.
yourself feel as scared as you feel about all of that. Whew.
Oh, I'm getting lightheaded again.
Yeah. Of course you're scared about that.
I'm also scared of like seeing it. I'm scared of like being on Broadway and seeing somebody get picked up by a white van.
What that could feel like. But of course, you're seeing it already in your mind. So,
Yeah.
yeah, so letting yourself experience that and what that's like. Oh, if somebody's getting picked up. Yeah, right. And what's happening in your body.
I'm like, I guess I'm more scared. I'm like, where are their kids? Do their kids know that their dad got picked up? Like, do they have a ride to school?
Just the whole kind of panicky feeling of, I don't know how this is going to happen. Yeah. Now, this is a place where I like to just stick this into my brain somewhere. The only thing that's true about all of this is this sensation you're having in your body. Everything else, now we could go around videotaping and say, no, there's truth. I'm not arguing with that, but I am saying that right now, the only thing that's really true, if we boiled it all down, are the sensations that are happening in your body.
Which is like a swirly, swirly head.
Yeah.
And um like a fast,
Mhm.
fast in my heart
Fast,
chest.
fat. Yeah.
And a tight, tight back.
Uh-huh.
My
And what's
pants are
happened?
too tight
Pants are too tight. Mm-hmm.
and my knees hurt. Okay. All of those things are a little less now.
Okay. I'm just waiting for this kind of the smoke to clear of all of that. All of that. It's all true. Your body, your sensations are true. Underline, underline. You could swear to them, right? Just keep writing them, keep watching them. Mhm. And I just want to orient you to the inner map and ask you if you had a neutral story right now, a neutral story, what would that be?
Neutral. Usually neutral is so easy. It's not right now. Neutral story. Give me an example of neutral, like it's Tuesday.
That might even be an acceptance story.
Oh,
Neutral
okay.
story is it is. Life is.
I don't know. Like immigration law is tricky.
Um, that's even not neutral, I'd say. Just it's more, it just is. Like all of this is existing right now. Everything you see, and then times I don't know, 100 million of what we don't see, like it's all happening. Life is happening.
I can't. I'm having that thing that I've had over the years where when I'm asked to kind of just vibrate a little higher than I'm vibrating, it feels like you're speaking college level French to me, and I'm like, what?
What? Yeah, and I'll add to this is my clearly my own neutral story, but life is happening, and I don't even know. I was going to add something to it.
Can I say anything neutral not about this? Does that
Sure,
help?
sure.
I'm in a tiny closet in my attic right now.
There you go. There's an isness. It's it's counteracting this should not be happening. Reactor brain is all about this should not be happening. I do not accept this, all right. I'm not saying don't, I'm not stepping into a position here, but I'm just offering you that neutral says this is happening instead of this should not be happening. This is
Like in
happening.
Buddhism, they say that like suffering, the root of suffering is just feeling like
Yeah,
you're separate from it, whatever it is. Or
yeah,
I don't.
yeah. But here you are. This is.
My head is doing something again.
I just want to tell you, I'm going to be, we're going to have to wrap in a couple more minutes here. Um, so, and you'll keep percolating on your own, which is terrific. But this is what people across the planet are having for all kinds of experiences and all kind. And so thank you for being willing to kind of walk us through what it feels like. And that I'm not saying don't be scared or don't be sad or mad. Like, no, it's actually happening. But in your body, you've got evidence. But I am saying be careful because a lot of what you're generating to be scared about, like her teeth, for example, could actually be true in a few years or now, or I don't know. But the story itself is re-evoking those emotions.
And if we create from our state, then in some ways I'm putting in my little nickel and dime to help her teeth stay jacked up.
Yeah, because you're envisioning it.
Right.
That could send us on a whole arguable path. We don't need to go there right now. But as you come back down into your body, and you can actually, I don't know if you're able to do this, but this is, I'm in this tiny closet. I'm here. From here, I wonder what you really want.
I really want lots and lots of people to be talking to each other.
Great. I love that. To be talking to each other. That's what I want. I want lots and lots of people to be talking to each other.
I just like kind of envisioned all of Kingston like having like a town hall picnic, and there's just like translators and everybody's just, just talking about a lot of things.
So connection and humanity is what I hear in that.
Mm. And collaboration.
And
Because
collaboration.
like immediately somebody's gonna be like, just live in my basement. It's not a problem.
Right.
Yeah.
Life above the line, when we're in Creative Brain, we have instant collaboration and connection. We don't have to look for it. We don't have to manufacture it. It's just part of who we are. So as we wrap, I want bunches of people to be talking to each other. Is there an action step that comes from that? Easy, easy, fun, pleasurable.
I don't
Easy, easy, fun. It could be painting your toenails. It doesn't have to be I'll go call, put up flyers. It doesn't have to be just easy. What comes to your mind? Something easy and fun that kind of is part of people talking to each other.
the only image I'm having in my head is to like get a stuffed animal for his little girl.
Perfect. Perfect. So what that does is take you towards, it's one little step towards. We don't have to solve everything. You today do not have to solve this whole thing. But what you today can do is take one step towards a lot of people talking to each other, which could include a stuffed animal. It's a physical expression of what you really want. I'm going to stop the recording.